evening and welcome and hello to another edition of the Ohm Service Live with me, Marky Mark. We've got Chris and we've got Steve. Hello.
Hello.
We've got the management in tonight.
Have it.
Have it, Lord.
We call him the enforcer.
Chris, can you do me a favour, kiddo? Can you just lower your camera down a bit?
Yeah, I just noticed that too.
Yeah, there you go. We can see you now. And we can see you washing as well. Boy, yeah. How are we all?
Doing good.
Thank
Doing
you.
good
buddy.
now.
No.
We had
It's our Thursday. It's Thursday. It's just gone 7 o'clock. And after the week I've had since Friday, I have been looking forward to this moment in time. To share it with my two best buddies and the wonderful chat that we have. Talking about chat, Steve, would you like to say hello?
Jenny.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
yes.
Jenny. You're going to make me blush, honey.
Leave it out, son. Right. Good evening, Daytime Frank. Thank you for joining us, mate. Derek Grant. Lovely to see you. Dion. Flashy. Wonderful as ever. Gav. How you doing, kid? Ben. Could do like a bit of Ben.
Bit Ben. Ooh.
Bit of Ben.
Da 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 da.
Da,
Da da
da,
da
da,
da.
Get off.
Da da da
Get
da
outta
da da da.
Voka.
Keep it in your pants, boy.
Good afternoon, good evening, is it? Either way, lovely to see you, mate. Jay Jerry, Jason Lee, Jenny, bless you. JP, Jules, Puffing
Do it.
Billy,
Bubbles.
Rachel, good evening, Mom.
Bubbles.
Rev,
Hey up.
it's gone all manly now, eh? Russ, good evening.
Hey-o.
Shane, nice
Hey-o.
to see you, mate. Stuart, yes, I have been in court, Stuart. Thomas, Mr. Leach.
Oops.
Timmy,
Timer.
Tolmac, Tiberius, and last but not least, the ever gorgeous Vapor Bunny.
Hello, bunny.
I think we've got everybody, apart from Mr. Doyle, of course. who I
Mr. Doyle,
believe-
Chrissy, baby. So come on, Chris.
we
You,
go.
you you started a conversation with me and you never finished it. What new mech are you getting?
Oh,
He
I've
says,
already got it.
I'm going to get a new mech and never finished the conversation.
Today?
Yeah.
No, I've already. I
Not
mentioned
you,
that last time.
Chris Doyle.
Oh. I gotcha.
Nah.
I thought you were talking about this bad boy.
Oh, what's that?
Sinners.
Dreamer, isn't it?
That is the Unicorn Vapes Incorporated Vert mod with their Odium RDA.
Ooh,
That's
that
actually
is-
the Unicorn V2.
Oh, that is sexy.
Hold on a sec.
What's the button like?
It's actually constant contact.
Yeah.
Let me show you the switch here. We got constant contact, and then on the very bottom it unscrews.
Can I just hold you 1 second? Sinner, hello, sweetheart. Huggles for you.
I was just going to give him a big build up there.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right.
Yeah, the contact point and the spring in here, and then kind of like the broadside, you've got a
Yeah.
clutch system,
Mhm.
and it works well, man. It works well.
That looks really nice.
It's very clean, very, very clean. I actually just put in an order this morning for.
It's kind of got a switch like the Torrent.
Yeah. Yep. I just put an order in this morning with the owner of the company because I can't order directly from the website because I live in Mass. But I just put an order with the owner of the company this morning, so I'll be getting their original RDA, the Unicorn RDA. I'll be getting a green cap for it, and I'll be getting some green rings for the Vert mod, so it'll matchy.
Nice one.
Yeah.
Nice one, Rev. That lemon and lime is a bit of a nice one.
I like this one for lime. That's a good key lime pie.
What, TVP Army? I didn't know we were bringing a juice out.
That's not TVP Army. That's One Hit Wonders Army, man.
I'm joking.
I know you are.
I'm intrigued.
I had to
now.
bury that joke.
Apparently, Rev's doing a sexual unboxing of a custom squonker from Scotland.
Ooh, and if he's doing a sexual one, it will be.
Oh, be
I mean,
on.
let's face it, Rev does porn.
Oh, does he?
He does. He does serious porn.
And speaking of which, I made an erroneous error there. I missed out the god of the gutter, the Lothario of loveliness, the Sultan of smut that is Sinner!
Sinner!
Sorry, Sinner. Do apologise, mate. And can we say Lynn's in the house as well?
Ah, Chris is getting a cleaner mod from Endless.
Oh,
40
nice.
quid in Black Sale. That's not bad, that.
That's
Not
a
at
cracking
all.
price.
Yeah, I didn't get
Actually,
anything
you
in
can
the...
Well, not that one. You can get the Vert for about $45 right now if you buy the Unicorn RDA with it. The V2.
That's cheap.
Yeah.
Bunny liked the intro anyway.
That was a good intro. I've got to admit. Yeah, I've got to admit that was a good intro.
What can I say? They should have had me on the wrestling.
Yeah. The heavyweight champion of the world.
Thank God Boca said squonker and not squirter.
Puffin Billy's sticking to his cane. I can't fault you on that one.
Oh, okay, taxi time so I can watch you all on my big TV. BFG Hodgson, you have time to prepare before I go full Jenny. Can't wait.
Ain't enough time in the world for full Jenny.
Oh no, there's all the time in the world for full Jenny.
Not with you two on camera, they're in.
And Jay Jerry's vaping the Blotto on a Tinker 2 and some DIY blackcurrant, blueberry, blue raspberry, mint ice.
That is quite the juice profile.
Yeah, but that sounds good.
Until he said
I could
mint.
go for that.
Until he said mint.
No, well, see, I like the mint.
Yeah.
Totally
Squonker,
back-
squirter. Push both with 2 fingers enough and you'll get the juice.
Sinner, easy. I like vapors, vapor bunnies. Holy blue Batman, that's a hell of a mix, Jerry.
You're not kidding. Ebby,
Someone's internet.
buffer.
Is that mine?
No, we're fine.
Reverend says someone's internet's playing up, and Abby's got buffering, and Alan's got buffering.
Yeah, we're all clear here. Everything's fine. I've not dropped a single rate or anything. The only thing I can say is refresh. But, yeah.
Stuart's not got any, that's okay. I was wondering, because I've had the BT engineer out this afternoon, so that's 85 quid gone.
No,
out again.
you're full green. Chris is green. I'm fully green. And revs per minute. Yeah, we're doing all right.
Right, if you're
just-
getting Buffer City, try a refresh, because it seems to be...
Yeah, everything seems fine here.
Last time I saw 3 men buffering like that, there was a woman involved, and I had 56k modem.
Maybe Google. YouTube.
Pornhub.
Phone was fine, just refresh my Xbox. That
All
sounds
good here.
vaguely...
All good now. All
Yeah,
good now.
vaguely saucy. Excellent.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
As long as we're all right.
I like gravy, Alan.
I noticed the other day, my brother, Little Bro Vapes, he was trying out, what was it called? Is it Scrapyard, Summit Yard?
StreamYard.
StreamYard.
Yeah. Browser-based.
That looks quite good, that.
I like my third-party applications. I do, rather than browser-based streaming.
Thank you, Mr. Harris. Very welcome.
What I was going to ask was is if anyone else has used it.
I know a few people that have.
Yeah.
I don't personally, but I do know a few people that swear by it.
I've had a quick look, and it looks promising so far.
Mm.
There's a lot of functions in there that would be...
Yeah, beneficial to us.
I think there's a problem with it's okay if you don't want the graphics and the chat and all the rest of it. It's fairly low key.
Yeah, I know. Because obviously, when there's more than 3 of us, obviously I have to lose chat anyway, just for the screen size.
Mm.
Mm.
So
It's an interesting backup option.
that's what I thought. Because also, especially if you've got special guests, you're not having to say, "Oh, have you got VC?" You can just give them a link.
Oh, sorry.
Why? It's a vaping show.
I just puffed.
That were a big puff.
Saint Cunty McFuck off. What's going on, man? Has BFG got a court case to go to? His case is instant after the show.
No, he's just come back from a Blues Brothers convention.
Oh,
Jing, jing, jing,
I thought he was coming back from church.
Everybody.
I actually dived back in from work and then had some technical issues. So, what can I say? Yes, Sinner, you ain't kidding. Business up top, parties waist down, and you ain't seeing it.
Frank's
Does that mean you
Zoom
ran out of the little blue pills?
So, Chris, you've got Zoom, haven't you? How much is that a year?
How's Zoom setting with me?
No, how much is that a year?
Oh, I don't pay for it. It's free. However, with Zoom, if you don't pay, you only get 45 minutes for the call. If you pay, then it's unlimited.
Right.
I believe. Actually, I can look that up right now. I don't know exactly what the cost is because, like I said, I don't pay for Zoom.
Because that StreamYard, that's free for so much, isn't it? And then you have to pay for it. I think it's like £20 a month.
Right.
That's not cheap then.
No.
Zoom.
You know, I mean, what, $240 a year?
That's an interesting question from Rev there. Would you all consider paying a subscription to upload to YouTube like Google Drive when the changes hit next year? It's going to be interesting, I've got to admit. Me personally, I don't know. It depends on my finances.
$14.99 a month.
$14.99 a month. What, for Zoom?
That's American. So it'll probably be like £11, £12.
And it's free for 20 hours, and I'm assuming that's the stream.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's not bad. Free for 20 hours a week. We could do that.
Yeah, of course we could.
For the
Wait,
lives, at least.
what's free for 20 hours a week? StreamYard?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But obviously you don't get all the functions and all the features.
Right.
But getting back to what Rev was saying about paying to subscription, in what way do you mean by subscription? Us to actually upload or for people to watch us?
I think probably the question was paying a subscription to upload to YouTube.
Because that's like going on to Vimeo, isn't it? Which is
I think if they start charging for uploading to YouTube, then they've got to sort out the terms and condition issues.
Didn't you hear what's going to happen? What YouTube's doing?
What?
They're killing channels that aren't monetized. They're going to be killing channels that aren't monetized. So my channel is at risk. There are, I don't even know how many other channels that are at risk.
Where did you get that information from?
It was a post, and I'd been pointed there from a couple of other people. YouTube was changing their guidelines and stuff.
Right. I think it's how people are interpreting
Exactly.
the new
Reverend
guidelines.
Vapes. Davey Green said it right there. YouTube won't allow non-money making channels to exist. We can't be monetized, so we'd have to pay.
Right, not necessarily. It's depending on how you interpret it. You see, the problem with YouTube at the present moment, well, it has been for a long, long time, when they actually release the guidelines, they're not exactly 100% clear on what they mean. So it's an interpretation, isn't it?
I suppose so, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Jay
So-
Hayes and Mike Vapes mentioned this
Yeah.
as well.
From what I'm understanding, because I follow people like Brian G. Johnson, Nick Nimmin, and people like that,
Right.
which are basically YouTube guru type people that tell you how to better your channel and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And from what they were saying, that the way that they're interpreting it is, if a channel is not doing anything, for example, you're uploading once a week and you're getting a couple of views, them are the type of channels that are at risk. Channels that are already growing on a continuous basis like ours are, they're safe.
Well, according to a Google employee, and I've put the link in the chat, the section is not about terminating an account because it's not making money. It's about discontinuing certain YouTube features or parts of service. For example, removing outdated or low usage features. This does not impact creators or viewers in any new ways.
Okay. And Bunny,
see, the problem is, and it's always the case with when it's like when the apocalypse happened and things like that, you get that many YouTubers that it's almost like the media, they sensationalize it, you know, they make it bigger than what it really is, even though it's YouTube's fault partly because they're not exactly clear when it comes to the guidelines anyway. And I'll give you a prime example. I got a strike on Sunday. Now, we all know that because we vape and we review vaping products is classed as a
tobacco
drug.
Yep.
And you're not allowed to have links going to a clickable, a clickable link to a shop. It's classed as sales. So obviously, I went through all mine. I thought I'd gone through most of mine and deleted all the links. Unfortunately, they found one from 2017 that I'd missed. So I've got, I haven't got a strike because obviously they've changed the rules. I've got a slap on the wrist. The next one is your 3 strikes. So yeah, it's things like that. But for you to find out if you can have a link or not, you have got to go through some serious hoops to find if vaping is part of that.
Right.
Because they don't make it clear and easy for you to find the information. And it took me ages to try and find the actual information for that. And if you bear with me 1 second, new window, bear with me. And I'll tell you exactly because I've saved it.
Vapor Bunny, that is BS. They can't force you to have monetization if you don't want it. That's true, but the problem is that with smaller channels under 1,000 subs, you can't monetize anyway.
Yeah.
And all vape channels are being demonetized anyways.
True. And just a quick congratulations to Shane Gibson, whose partner bought him an Aegis Boost and a crap load of coils and juice as an engagement present as he got engaged on Sunday.
Congratulations.
Oh, congrats.
That's fantastic.
And now we're in real trouble. Jenny's back.
Oh, yes. Now, Rev's just put an interesting one. I think they will shave channels from the bottom up if they do what is feared. What we need to be is careful of this, as we are not considered family friendly. It's all a bit grey.
Right. I've got a feeling that may change with us not being family friendly. Because obviously now, because of the copper thing that's come in, no channel's going to be family friendly, are they?
Well, this is it. I mean, that kicks in from January, doesn't it?
No, it's December the 10th.
December the 10th, is it?
Yeah.
Right, I didn't realise it was that early.
Yeah.
Oh, the day before the ban is lifted here in Mass.
Where have I put that?
Timmy, yes, I did, mate. I had a fantastic birthday, and thank you to everybody that sent me a message. Bless you. I was smiling like a Cheshire cat all day. It was quite scary.
Hey, I just have a question, Jenny. Did you set up that trampoline yet?
Behave.
What is that? Yeah, there you go. Links in your content. Right, what this means for you. If you're posting content, do not post content on YouTube if it aims to sell directly any of the items listed below or links to sites that sell these items. And it goes on: alcohol, bank accounts, passwords, stolen credit cards, or any financial information, counterfeit documents or currency, drugs, explosives, organs, endangered species, firearms and certain firearms accessories, nicotine products, online gambling casinos, pharmaceuticals without prescription, sex or escort service, unlicensed services, and human smuggling. These policies apply to videos, video descriptions, comments, live streams, and any other YouTube product or feature. Please note this is not complete list.
Okay.
So Rev's just put, bearing in mind there are millions of channels that have used up loads of storage but have next to no views.
Yeah.
Particularly obscure live channels that have 2 views per 4 hours of video.
Yeah.
Which is fair enough. Irish, I thought you were eating. For goodness sakes, Jenny on a trampoline, my zipper just became a chainsaw.
Pictures or it didn't happen.
So getting back to the original question, if it came to the point that I would have to pay to have a channel, I guess I would pay for that channel, but I would probably open it up to start thinking about patrons and things like that to help with the cost of running it.
Tom, Radio Exact, how are you, brother?
Tom, yeah, it's an interesting one. I mean, YouTube's always been a bit of a wild west anyway when it came to copyright, etc. Just look at how many music videos there are and stuff on. I mean, in the darker corners of YouTube, there's stuff that would get you arrested. So
yeah, but the thing is, though, I mean, I've seen me personally. I totally understand. It's their sandbox.
Yeah,
it's their rules, and yeah, that's fine. Me personally, I wish there would be a bit more clearer on their rules. And secondly, I wish it was equal.
Yeah, if I'm paying for it, there damn well better be an equal playing field.
Yeah, because at the present moment, it isn't an equal. Are we buffering again? Well, it's not our side. It's definitely not ours. Russ, the only thing I can do is ask you to refresh, kiddo. Because we're not buffering on this side. I've got no frames dropping or anything.
Village Vapor. Russ Morgan, how you doing?
I'm just looking at the feed and nobody's dropping internet either.
No buffering for Jay Jerry. No buffering for Stuart. Jack Jay Jerry. Playground bully boy tactics.
Yeah, we're definitely not buffering here.
As it says, as Mark said, it's only froze for 2 seconds. All right now. It is very windy around here, so it may be affecting.
Yeah, maybe. But I've not dropped any frames, so.
How bizarre! It is their playfield. Yeah.
Because let's face it, the all right, yeah, I've had a slap on the wrist for having a link in a video, which is fair enough. But you ought to see how many blooming people have got links in their videos. Because I went looking. I genuinely went looking. And there are cannabis websites.
Yep.
That have links in their videos. And it's sort of like, this I wouldn't class as a drug, but it is a drug. But cannabis is definitely a drug. You don't matter whereabouts in the world you come from. Cannabis is a drug, no matter what you say.
Yeah.
And in most countries, it's illegal drug. But they can have channels and they're fine with links. And it's sort of like, hang on. If you're going to have a level playing field, surely.
Yeah.
So, Matt, is it a bit windy because of lunch, or it's a bit windy in here at the minute? Lunch was good though. Hello.
Oh, jeez.
The algorithm probably will catch up, but I mean the what's the name of that legislation from the states, Mark?
COPPA.
COPPA
For kids.
Children's Online Protection Act.
That's it, yeah.
That is really I think that's going to have more of an impact on us because we are deemed not to be child friendly.
Yeah, but on all of my videos, I've already done it on the back end of me YouTube channel that I've clicked on that my video is not for children.
Yeah. But
Now, according to a few people that I've heard, the demonetization section of it, because obviously I earn zero on this channel for monetization, by all accounts, that might be reinstated.
interesting. Big D, how are you doing?
Big D!
Yes. And speaking of which, before we go to the news, I'm sure you've all seen the various posts. Can I just say
Thank you,
huge
Tom.
congratulations to Mark for making the cut.
Yeah!
He's there.
Yeah, I know. Honestly. Guys, everybody, thank you. You do not know what that... I found out by, actually, it was Chris Doyle that pointed it out to me. I'm not going to go into detail, but I've had a really, really mega bad week. Yeah, really, really bad. But I'm not going to go into the tea and sympathy and all that rubbish. But I've had a really bad week. And to hear that I'm in the top... Is it top 11?
Top 11, yeah.
I was over the moon. Absolutely over the moon. It's so like, wow. I'm so chuffed.
I won't mind. He messaged me at work, and I'm in the car park. And all I got was, you better have a look at this. So I clicked the link, and the shout that came out my car. I've got
Honestly.
people in the car park staring at me as if I've gone mad. Absolutely crazy. Oh, hello. Rev says YouTube won't let me click the not child friendly box. Always comes up as an error. Is that because I've already set all my videos to 18 plus?
Maybe so. Maybe
Quite
so.
possibly, yeah.
If you get stuck, email them. You're best off having a natter with him. Thank you, guys. Honestly, when I found out, I was just over the moon.
Apparently Rachel says, but you are mad.
You are.
I'd like to think of it more as eccentric.
It's all right, Tetley, man. If you voted for me brother, you voted for me as well. He's me brother.
This is it. It's going to be a tough one this year because there are some brilliant channels on there. You know who my vote's gone for. It's a foregone conclusion. But
Just talk.
it really is going to be a close race this year. And this is how we want it, because the better the channels in the top 10, top 11, whatever award, we're winning.
Yeah.
There is some quality stuff out there.
Nice, Rachel, thank you. Yeah, it's a tough one. I mean, to be honest with you, especially going up against my brother, it is a tough one. There's some really good... you've got Flat Cat Vapor, he's in there, which I am chuffed to mint balls that he's there.
Too right.
Really, really am. Blimey, I think everyone that's on the list deserves to be on the list.
Menthol. Is that like spreading some menthol all over your body?
Sorry?
You
What?
said mint balls.
Who said mint balls?
You said you're pleased with mint balls.
Chuffed to mint balls. Sorry, it's saying.
That's the one.
No, it just means he uses the tea tree oil and fresh
Oh.
shower gel.
That stuff smells so rank. Oh, I
I
can't
smell
stand it.
lovely.
It's not the smell you got to worry about, son.
Oh,
That gives you tingles in private.
tingles like icy hot.
Hey up, Bill. Mint
Did I
balls.
just... I thought I saw Alan then.
Mint balls when you shower with tea tree.
That's it. You got it. When I lather myself.
I've
In
got
the
video.
shower.
Seriously
Looks
though,
interesting.
congratulations, Mark. You deserve it, brother.
Oh,
Seriously.
cheers,
Oh,
Debbie.
cheers, Abby. Thank you so much. Honestly, just getting my name there. I'm just of the moon.
Absolutely.
TVP, hey up, buddy.
Speaking
Yeah,
of
bro.
royalty. Hiya, Mark. How you doing, kid?
How you doing, brother? Hope you're doing well, man.
If your shower gel doesn't burn your scrotum, there's not enough mint in it. True Irish. Very true.
No, why wool and dettle?
No,
Yeah.
Veet.
If you want to clean your testicles properly, it's wire wool and Dettol.
Oh, Brillo pads.
Brillo pads now, you're just being kinky.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
but they don't scratch the finish. You know what I mean?
You want your scrotum to burn? Use some wax.
And Sif, yes, Big D, a manly man.
Do you mean Jiff?
Yeah, same thing.
Jiff.
Oh, vaping Irish. Imagine a Scottish guy using it pre-tilt.
What? What?
Oh. Next you lot will be sticking on severed limbs with super glue and duct tape. It's the manly way.
Yeah.
Wait.
Toilet duck and a hedgehog. Rev. As always, the classy option. Steve, lovely to see you, mate.
Hey,
How you
kiddo.
doing, Black Country? And down we go. Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. It didn't take long, did
Oh,
it?
here
It just
goes.
didn't take long, did it?
Get ready, boys and girls.
You need more than wire wool.
wool to scrub that lipstick off, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's where the confusion starts, because if it's green lipstick, you may need to see a doctor.
That's not lipstick.
Nah, it's not.
Leave the poor ducks out of this.
Yeah.
Oh, bless.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
Well, at least one
It's
thing,
a-
it won't smell.
We haven't even.
minty fresh. Well, no, pine fresh.
Pine fresh.
Lovely.
I don't want my balls smelling like pine salt.
You never had Radox bath.
I've super glued myself back together more times than I can remember. Sutures are expensive here.
You ain't kidding. God, when I was playing rugby, the amount of super glue we used was ridiculous. For a quick fix.
Hey, Bill Richards. How you doing, buddy?
Bill Richards.
Bill! Good to see you, dude. Right. It's all going off in America, isn't it?
I
We
ain't
haven't
got-
even done buffets yet. We're going
Well,
in.
what's
news.
been going off in... Is there something been going off in America?
What is it?
I think the Tango man's luck may have run out.
Oh, dear. Go
Are
on,
you-
do tell. Do
You
tell.
have the letter?
No, I don't have the letter. I
Let
do
me send
have.
you a link to it.
I do have the BBC News' coverage. So, Speaker Nancy Pelosi of the
Hang
House
on a
of
second.
Reps-
Can I hold you 1 second? If anybody needs a taxi, don't forget Mixed Taxis from Gainsborough.
is in. Mick, how you doing, son? I did actually find his phone number. I'll save that for Sunday. We'll do the flash.
Yeah.
This is what happens, Mick, when you post pictures of your business card on Facebook. Free advertising.
Yeah. And the Ohm Service Live was sponsored by Mixed Taxis.
So that, Mick, we're cheap, mate.
We are very cheap.
Yeah. Bag of humbugs and some chips. We're good.
Packet of Monster Munch.
Hey,
And
no
a
need
top
to go
egg.
daft.
Sorry.
Hey, come on.
I dropped my thing. I wasn't talking to you guys. I dropped my mod. Knocked it over. I just sent you, Steve, I sent you a link to the letter that I read on my show last night. It was a letter from 28 members of Congress and state senators urging President Trump to put through that federal flavor ban.
No, right. I've not seen that. What I'm speaking of is, remember old Bill got impeached
Mm.
for the stains on the dress business.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, old Trump's got himself. It looks like the impeachment is going ahead.
Really?
Yeah, which is interesting. He's accused after an anonymous whistleblower complained to Congress in July about a phone call made by Trump to the president of Ukraine. in which he appeared to tie US military assistance to the Ukraine, launching investigations which could help him politically. So the Democrats say that he dangled two bargaining chips to the Ukraine. $400 million or £304 million of military aid that had already been allocated by Congress in a White House meeting for Ukrainian President, oh my God, how am I going to say that? Volodymyr Zelensky, to obtain investigations. They think this alleged pressure on the vulnerable US ally constitutes an abuse of power. Which is interesting. The first investigation Mr. Trump wanted from the Ukraine was into former Vice President Joe Biden and his son Hunter. Hunter joined the board of a Ukrainian energy company when Joe Biden was US Vice President. The second Trump demand was that Ukraine try to corroborate a conspiracy theory that Ukraine, not Russia, interfered in the last US presidential election. This theory has been widely debunked, and US intelligence agencies are unanimous in saying Moscow was behind the hacking of the Democratic Party emails in 2016. So this impeachment's the first part. So it's a two-stage process, yeah? So, and this is how Congress can remove a president from office, which to me the timing is very strange because we've got elections coming up. There's a very good chance he's going to be out of there anyway. So if, following hearings, the House of Reps votes to pass articles of impeachment, which I believe they are actually motioning to do it, the Senate will then hold a trial, and the Senate will act as the jurors. So a Senate vote requires 2/3 majority to convict and remove the president, unlikely in this case, as Trump's party controls the chamber. So there's only two presidents in history that have been impeached. That was Bill Clinton and Andrew Jackson. And Nixon resigned before he could be impeached. This still has smacks, for me, of one hell of a stage show. If they know that the Senate aren't going to impeach him, and you've got elections coming up next year, why now?
Very odd.
I'm just wondering if this is to take some of the pressure off. He's got the flavour bans coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of anti-vapor pressure on him to bring these in. He's making the right noises.
So is she.
Oh, don't bring her into it. No.
Oh, Vapory's in. Bobo.
Bo, how you doing, kid?
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, Steve. Go right ahead. He was making the right noises.
Well, he's making the right noises about listening to pro-vaping people, but that's all they are, the noises. I'm not seeing anything to back up any serious attempt at getting some decent information. What will this mean for the vape industry in the US? Very little, I fear.
Very little.
Very little. I think, as I say, I think this is more window dressing. Now, you've got to remember, he's up against Bloomberg this time round as well. Bloomberg has already publicly thrown his hat into the ring. So.
Bloomberg.
Yeah, this is true. Maybe.
Bloomberg's an idiot.
Bloomberg may be an idiot, but he's got the money to back up one hell of a campaign.
Oh, of course.
So, on to the link that Chris sent. So, a cross-party group of politicians has written to Trump demanding he stays on track and confirms a total e-liquid flavour ban. The letter accuses Trump of allowing kids to be used as guinea pigs and says the current so-called teen vaping epidemic is a public health crisis.
Is it really, though?
It doesn't even bloody exist.
No.
The group has 28 members and calls itself the Congressional Cookout to End Youth Vaping Epidemic. I can think of a much shorter pseudonym. Yes. Cacao's unified. Nice treaty. Yes. Today, the House Oversight Committee, the chair of whom is one of the signatories, will be holding a hearing to grill a senior FDA rep about any flavour ban plans. Well, there's going to be no conflict of interest there, then, is there?
No, none whatsoever.
They're also annoyed that the vaping industry were allowed to attend the recent Roundtable Vape Summit. Why? If you were holding peace talks, would you have one country and then an empty half of a table? Come on. So Dick Durbin, the crazed anti-vapor, is amongst the authors of the letter. He is a senator. He's also a tard. He properly is. And he's an author, but Raja Krishnamurti appears to be the media face. He's popped up all over US media saying the truth is that for years, flavoured e-cigarettes are used to hook kids. Really? Years?
Yes.
And have played an instrumental role in getting a generation of youth addicted to vaping and nicotine. Oh my God. The vaping industry is already trying to lobby to create an exclusion and exemption for mint and menthol in the administration's pending flavour ban. Really? Vaping? I think you'll find that's tobacco, son.
Yep.
There is a reason why mint is in our children's toothpaste. Really? Is that the same toothpaste adults buy, is it?
No. It's different.
Apparently it attracts kids. So if you ever want to catch some feral children, spread mint. Obviously this is the message that we're being given. See, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang would have ended very differently if the toy catcher had only had a packet of polos.
Lollipops! And they're all free today!
You're scary when you do stuff like that. So in response, the AVA, and more importantly, Greg Connolly, said the fight against vaping is rapidly becoming the new reefer madness. Bro, you ain't kidding.
Yeah.
Just as the prohibitionist-minded campaigners use dodgy stats to fuel the failed war on drugs, so-called progressives are pushing for broad bans with no care or concern for adult smokers or the black markets they will inevitably create. More words of wisdom from a guy I am really, really starting to be impressed by. Greg Connolly.
Greg Connolly's
Hats off,
ace. That dude.
What a guy.
He's all over.
So, the next FDA boss is apparently cagey on vaping. Stephen Hahn, who's been... well,
sorry
it looks
about that,
likely
Tom,
to be... You what, dude?
I'm just apologising to Tom.
Don't mention lollipop. Oh, sorry, tall Matt. Oh, bless you. Chris, you do need to try the lime fruit. That's what I'm on now, and that is,
Mine's gone.
it is so.
I
good.
destroyed that.
You have no idea. So all I need to do is get rid of anything minty, and kids will fuck off. Jenny, you should be so lucky. I've tried it for years. Nothing works.
That's true, Bill. That seems to bypass everything. How low the actual teen smoking is.
Yes.
And even in adult,
interested.
even in adult, it's the lowest in America, especially in America. Youth and adult smoking rates are the lowest they have ever been.
Yep.
Ever been.
And there's no denying it. It's been publicized that they attribute that to the vaping rates going up.
Well, yeah.
You know, I mean, it's hard to ignore.
Oh, definitely. Jenny, if you want to see how to get rid of kids, just check out Vaping Irish's last comment. So,
Oh, jeez. Actually,
then-
Jenny, that's a good point too. The flavor ban federally will include mint and menthol, or that's what they're pushing for. But here in Massachusetts, all mint and menthols are being removed. So all you're going to have left is straight tobacco flavor. That's it. Nothing else.
Yeah, that's going to work. Right.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing about the state of Mass. When they passed that, that's the messed up thing about it, is because as soon as it was signed, all of the vapor flavor ban went into effect immediately, and yet flavored tobacco products can stay on the market until June 1st. Which
Thing
makes
is, though,
no
can't you
sense to
get?
me.
Can't you still get cherry tobacco, vanilla tobacco?
That's what I mean. All of those flavored tobaccos are going to be on the market until June 1st. Then
So
they
what,
have
what
to come
people
off
are
the
going
market.
to end up doing is mixing their own. If they can only get tobacco,
Yeah.
they'll mix it with a flavour then.
And that's a point that's been brought up in the hearings and the conferences themselves, is that by doing this, you're going to open a black market that you're not going to be able to control.
Yep.
You know, and people are going to continue to get sick. People are going to continue to get
Yeah,
die.
but haven't you noticed? Has anybody noticed anything? No one's getting sick anymore.
There's been no new.
There hasn't been nothing for about a month now, has there?
Nope.
All of a sudden, people have stopped getting sick. Wow.
Amazing, that, isn't it?
Yeah. As people stop vaping in America.
Hold on. Imagine your only experience of nicotine as a kid being some kind of flavoured goodness, even the shitty Juul variety, and then trying a cigarette. Oh, hell. There's
yeah.
going to be a serious upsurge in the sale of cigarettes.
Yeah, and they say that vaping is a gateway to smoking. It's like,
Yeah, right.
you guys are out of your mind.
And then what? It'll be the next big thing. They'll move on to something else.
Oh, yeah. I do love Rev's comment there. They counter that with the psychosis-inducing alternative products mixed with counselling to get off cigs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know, let's just force the kids to take a handful of pills and they'll be fine.
Yeah, but the thing, do you know what makes me chuckle about it all? Is when they start turning around and say, well, there was a grade A student and now they're flunking out of school. He was a top athlete and now he's flunking out of school.
It's got nothing to do with vaping, son.
That's got bug. It can't be. Right, how many of us here, let's have a +1, how many of us here feel more healthier and are more healthier now that they've stopped smoking and gone on to vaping? Give us the next one. Because I know I do.
While we're waiting for that, Vapory's just put up a cracking one. Cheers for that, Bo. It's the American dream. Pump them full of pharmaceuticals. You ain't kidding,
That's
son.
not kidding. I don't know if anybody in chat remembers, but I shared a photo a while back on the show of the FDA newly approved amphetamines for kids in the form of gummy candies.
Right, look at all these X1s now. So, if someone is a fit athlete and they're only vaping, what effects is it going to do to them? This is what I can't understand. If someone
Don't be
can
saying-
explain this to me, it'll be brilliant. Because I feel tons, I mean absolutely tons, and I've said this many a time on a live show. The way that I know that I'm a lot better is I can run up the steps at Whitby. And I was smoking for more than 20 years. So it's sort of like, yeah.
Don't give them another reason, because all of a sudden you'll find vaping will be a performance-enhancing product.
Yeah. Yeah, but the thing is, though, they're turning around and saying that there was a top athlete, they started vaping and now they're not. So they can't blame it on the vape, surely.
Well, the studies that are being carried out by reputable scientists have shown that there is very little negligible effect on lung health.
Right.
That tissue regeneration occurs almost as well as if you were just breathing fresh air and not actually imbibing anything. Yeah. And they've already shown the close-ups of the cell damage with cigarette smoke. And I think the repair time was something like 5 or 6 times longer. Yeah,
I saw a report the other day. I think it was via RegWatch. And they've actually done a study that actually, if you convert a smoker to actual vaping, the actual vapor actually heals the lungs of the smoker.
Damn.
It repairs the damage.
Does it do the water trick as well? I don't know what happened here, love. I started off with a bottle of Evian, 2 puffs on me vape, and all of a sudden, I've got Chateau Neuf de Pape. Anyway,
it's probably that, Ben. PG kills loads of bacteria.
Makes cracking tea as well.
Ooh, what a brew!
Jenny says that her asthma is 10 times better and she was only socially smoking. Her best mate's gone from 20 a day and using her inhaler after every cig to hardly using her inhaler a week, and she still has a morning cigarette. That's awesome.
And then you've got the other one that what was it? Especially in that meeting, that kids are hiding the Juul under the pillow because they need a vape in the middle at night because they're that addicted to it.
Well, did you not see that advert? One of the anti-vaping, they 10 signs that your kid's vaping, and one of them is there fruity smells coming under your child's door. I have a teenager. There ain't no fruity smell coming under this bedroom door. No. JP says he had to use an inhaler for asthma all his life, stopped smoking and started vaping 6 years ago, hasn't used his inhaler once. Now, I've got the starts of COPD. I do still use my inhaler, but I can safely say it's a lot less.
Is my name going to be forever known as the shits?
Oh, that's charming, that is, isn't it? She's doing well even with dual use. There is some data that points to the fact that dual use, you are still going to get potential issues.
Yeah, of course you are. But I look at it this way: if you dual use, that's one less cigarette.
It is, and it's to be applauded no matter what. Anything less than what you were normally smoking.
So where the explaining what I was talking about, I just don't understand where they're getting this hype from with the kids.
Because it's the only reason that you can justifiably start interfering with somebody's private choices. At least in Europe, that's the case.
Yeah.
I don't know about the States, Chris. But
because, let's face it. I were a pretty heavy smoker. And a heavy smoker. But I never used to get up in the middle of the night to have a cigarette.
No, me either.
No. If I woke up in the middle of the night,
if I woke up in the middle of the night, yeah. But I never woke up purposely to have a cigarette.
Oh, God, no. No. Don't get me wrong. I dual used for a number of months before I finally made the switch. But I was a heavy smoker. Our family found the setup that suited me. The X-Cube 2 saved my lungs.
There you go.
Even with its disco lights.
Okay, Gavi, nanites kidder, have sweet
night,
dreams.
Dude. That's a sucky time to start work, mate.
3 a.m. I'm only a couple of hours behind you.
Yeah, me too. Even though I slept in this morning.
Yeah, you did, didn't you?
Not good.
That's right, Black Country. A science study done in Canada showed they tried to get mice and rats addicted to nicotine and failed every time. That's right.
And
think of the children. Think of the children.
Think of children.
That's interesting then, because after watching that Netflix documentary, that means that rodents in America and Canada have got more sense than some of the teens.
Yeah.
Than some of the politicians.
But I heard a report about rats, and mice that they use in laboratories. And actually, they are not the best animals to be using anyway because they're bred purposely for experimentation.
Genetic anomalies.
Yeah, they're not they're not really a true normal everyday run of the mill mice or rat or whatever they're using.
Mm.
So even
Yes.
then, yes, they're doing their experiment on that animal, and it's horrible that they're doing that in the first place. But the test subject isn't like a average everyday mouse.
Mm.
So they are prone to things like cancers and diseases.
I know it's changing the subject slightly, but can I just say good luck, Amanda? She's got a job. Bunny's got a job interview tomorrow.
Awesome!
So big fingers crossed.
Fingers
love.
crossed.
We'll have everything crossed for you. So you're going to let us know on Bitches how it goes? Good luck with the Hooters job. No.
Show me the big boy, huh? Oh, Bo, behave
Wow.
yourself.
Tom's just mentioned in chat there that his lung doctor took photos and it's cleared after 35 years of heavy shag smoking.
Blimey. 50 cigarettes. Jesus. See, that's the one thing vaping doesn't have. You had all the wonderful names in tobacco, didn't you? Like the rough shag.
Rough shag. Or a nice dark shag.
Standardized rodents have a known predisposition to cancer and several other problems.
They do.
Yeah. Antibiotics still good luck, Bunny. Yeah.
They do,
Oh,
because
bless.
I know that we've had several that when they get older in age, they do develop health problems. The love of my life, his name was Xerxes. He developed a tumor that encompassed his face and moved into his brain, and it was horrible. It was absolutely horrible to watch.
Oh, yeah.
No one has noticed yet. I think they have. I just think that people have become normalized to this.
Rat's
Hello.
tail or a ponytail, Chris. Oh, bless.
Yes, we were talking about that last night, Bo. We absolutely were.
Oh,
What are
dear.
you doing?
What are we talking about? The same things?
The rats.
That's a bit freaky because I ain't seen you. I missed your show.
Oh.
Normally, I normally catch you on the replay on while I'm at work and listen to it in the background. But
Alan, melanoma is a skin cancer. This was not skin cancer. This was an actual tumor. Oh, what are you trying to bury through my hair?
Poppy, Pepper, and Pinny. Aww.
Yeah, Jenny, Gail doesn't like rats at all. At all. When I used to bring mine on chat, she used to get freaked out about it.
It was a
Thank you
really
very
good
much,
show.
Bo. It was a good show. There's nothing more powerful than heavy shag.
Excellent flavour to a heavy shag.
Yeah, definitely.
See, so many people in chat love rats. No, they do not make amazing burgers, Irish.
Why don't they? And you seen Demolition Man?
Yeah, I just saw it last week for the first time.
Have a joy day.
Have a good day.
No. I never did work out the 3 seashells.
No, you never did.
I think that what's his name? Jesus, why can't I think of his name now? The
Wesley Snipes,
the
Stallone.
black dude that played in Demolition Man.
Yeah,
Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes.
That's the one.
Shed time? Is that a euphemism I should be aware of?
So hashtag shed time is a thing. It's a real thing over here in the United States. The term was coined by my friend Frames Janklin Vapor. Some of you guys might know him. And hashtag shed time is a code word.
Yeah, for cannabis.
Yes.
See?
Yeah.
I'm down with kids.
I'm down with kids. I'm down with the lingo.
I'm down with the lingo. The reason why I know about shed time is because of Grim Green. Grim Green mentioned it.
Yep, he mentions it too. Yep.
Yeah. That's the only reason why I know what it's about.
See, the funny thing is, I never knew that about Grim Green.
What?
I never knew he shed timed.
Oh, he does. He likes plenty of shed time.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's seriously into the shed time.
Well, I guess Grim Green makes a whole different meaning.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, the first time I heard about shed time, I thought they were talking about Mark Todd.
Right? I'm
thinking,
exactly right.
Oh, I can't imagine him being like that.
Tom's right. There's a massive difference between tame/domesticated rats and wild rats. Big difference.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Big difference. Temperament is everything. These guys have no fear of humans, especially since we get them from like little bitty babies. And so we spend a lot of time handling them, letting them get our smells, get familiar with us. And then once they get older, they turn into this. Just a mush. Hi.
Irish has finally explained the 3 seashells.
Go on, then.
So you use the 2 chopsticks to get rid of the big pieces, and then you use the 3rd shell to scrape off the leftovers. So you like castanets. Hop, hop, and then the 3rd one, whoop.
Okay.
That is apparently from the writer of the script. So.
Yeah. In other words, they just made it up.
I don't care. It's the best explanation I've had.
Yeah. I think I'd be swearing into the little box.
Well, you would be if you had piles, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I mean, 3 seashells would be no good if you got the SoulOhms.
If you got the SoulOhm.
Well, you wouldn't need your castanets then, would you?
No, but you'd need your paper.
Oh, bless.
Yeah. It'd be a bit sober using castanets, wouldn't it?
Well, I've been teaching Vapor Swaggin's Cockney rhyming slang.
Oh, God.
Not right now.
They turn into really cuddly, clingy little beans.
They really do.
And then bite
That's
you.
Jenny's. Are we still on with the seashells? Oh, I love my twisted family.
Oh, you got to. You gotta love him.
Hi, Davey. I don't like anything that bites. The missus is all right, but that's about it.
I think it's just shit on your shoulder there, Chris. Got a little bit on there.
Yeah.
I don't have
Brush off that negativity.
Brush off that negativity.
Stuart says if you got the SoulOhms, you'd need a coral reef. Nice damp sponge.
Oh, damn. I did, Chris. Thank you. I used to have pet mice. Easiest little things to look after.
Ready for another one?
Strangely enough, I had pet mice once. Unfortunately, they weren't really pets. They were more food for the Indian python that I used to have.
Oh, we had a ball python. How big was it? How big was it?
18 foot.
Holy Jesus!
He was a big boy.
We had a 6-footer, ball python.
Ah.
We had one.
Well,
Where did you keep it?
In a tank.
Yeah, literally, we had a tank. It ran the length of the bedroom,
Mm-hmm.
and Monty was in there.
Did you feel a little bit inadequate having it in the bedroom?
Just slightly. It wasn't so bad until we were feeding, because, I mean, mice were just snacks. The main feed was a rabbit. So...
You can't give it a rabbit.
Yes, I can.
How'd you get a rabbit? What, frozen rabbits?
No.
Live ones?
Mm.
What, nipped on field and...
Mm. Had some poacher mates.
Right, well, it's handy to have some poacher mates, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he died eventually, unfortunately. He got... it was a bacterial infection on his skin. So he kept on shedding. We couldn't do anything for him, so he ended up meeting the vet one last time. But he was a gorgeous snake.
But I thought you said you had him in a tank.
Yeah.
Well, you said he's a shedding.
Oh.
Don't.
Irish Jenny Sins Designs. I forgot girls don't poop.
I'll tell you what, Bunny. They are the world's best burglar defence, having a python, because we used to let ours out to run. I've told you the story, Mark. Sat on the sofa with Andy, the guy I lived with, and his girlfriend sort of went, "Where's the dog?" Didn't think anything of it. And then we saw his girlfriends. "Seen the dog?" "Yeah, I put her in the kitchen." We knew the snake was in the kitchen. We got in just as the snake was wrapping itself around the dog. No!
I've been told that geese are a good defence.
Geese?
Yeah, geese. They're nasty deals.
Yep. They really are too.
Well, the favourite one was when Monty escaped. On a night, obviously, he was in the heated tank. But he got out one night and decided he was going to warm himself around the pedestal of the toilet because it was next to a radiator. Andy came in half-smashed from nightclub. Zzz, and must have disturbed the snake, because next thing he said he saw was this huge snake head suddenly shoot up from the back of the toilet. All we heard was a scream and the thud as Andy fell backwards into the wall and knocked himself daft. Oh, it was great.
Eat this, it is delicious.
Yeah, geese are nasty.
Yeah.
They are.
Lovely to roast, though.
Especially with a large seasoned onion between the lips you shall not kiss with.
Jesus. Am I red yet?
You are.
Irish said Jenny Sins Designs. I forgot girls don't poop. She said Vape and Irish clearly haven't been to the Sin household. He said, "Is that really an invite?" And then she says you can fight lethal coils for the invite.
Jesus, Jen, you're easily pleased.
What are you saying?
Me?
Are you saying I'm easy? I'm not that kind of woman.
I'll ask Roxy.
Oh, there we go. Now he's shitting.
Have you heard Rev? We have drugged up geese a few miles from here. They graze under the tower blocks and attack everybody. A broke my mate's arm.
God damn it. Well, the Canadian geese at Clumber used to be a menace, didn't they? Because they were forever attacking kids and people who were trying to feed the ducks. But, I love that Tolmac. My older brother lived in Kenya for a while and took a picture of an elephant shaking a tree at him.
You've got to admit, living in the UK, we're really, really lucky, aren't we? We've got no wild and real animals, have we?
Oh, look, Village Vapor. I found having a boa constrictor as a pet came in handy for scaring the neighbour's cat. Taught the little bugger for crapping in our garden.
Take it easy, Bo.
Oh, Bo, you deserve a beer after the day you've had, mate.
Bless you, brother.
Don't know if you caught Bo's post, but they managed to deliver his stock samples to the wrong place.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh dear, not good.
Look, Annette was there, bless her, and she said she'll sort it out. So.
Oh.
Gordon Bennett, Shane says that I had a giant centipede. One bite off that, and you had less than an hour.
Oh,
Jesus.
I used to care for emperor scorpions.
Really?
Hmm. I used to keep scorpions as pets for probably about 10 years.
Hmm.
Sorry, Bo. It was review samples and loads of stock.
Oh,
So if that had gone
blimey
to a domestic address,
Oh, yeah.
luckily it went to a betting shop.
You thought the betting shop would know that it's not for them, surely.
Seriously.
Unbelievable.
See you later, Bo.
at
You
least we
take care,
sorted,
mate.
Later, dude. Vaping
So-
Iris says elephant shaking a tree at him. Reminds him of an old teacher and her ruler.
Yep.
What do scorpions eat then?
Crickets. Mealworms.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Right.
Crickets
thing
and
with
mealworms.
The bigger the scorpion, though, the more chance you've got of surviving the sting.
Really?
Hey,
Why
KBTV,
is
what's
that
going
then?
on?
There's something about it that apparently the smaller the scorpion, yeah, the more potent the venom.
Nope. That's inaccurate. The way you can tell is in the mandibles, the claws.
Hmm.
All right. If, like, emperor scorpions, if you've seen one, you know that they have pretty big claws.
Mm.
Those are meant for crushing and ripping and tearing. That is their defense mechanism. Their stinger is not all that powerful.
Mm.
All right. Their main is their claws. If you were to get stung by an emperor scorpion, it would be localized swelling and pain, just very similar to that of a bee sting.
Mm.
Now, however, there are smaller scorpions. There are bigger scorpions too, but that are lighter in colors. Some are darker in colors. That has also been a myth, that you can tell how deadly they are by the color of their shell. But that's inaccurate as well. The ones that have the needle-like pinchers, those are the ones you're going to have to watch out for. They have no defense here.
Right.
These are just for grabbing their food and putting it into their mouth. Those ones are the ones that have the poison in them that will put you to the hospital.
Right.
Now, quick search on Google Food.
Hello, KVTV.
Dude,
Jenny,
good to
Jen.
see you. Oh, would you stop flirting?
she's going to turn me red. I guarantee it by the end of the show.
Wimp.
Ooh.
Nope. Jen, you got that wrong, darling. They're not for
There we go.
crushing. They're for
Can you see
keeping
my
your
cheeks
ears
all
warm.
red?
Jen, you got it wrong. Thighs aren't for crushing. They're for keeping your ears warm, love. Right.
Maybe it's cold outside.
Oh, nice.
Showing it to Tom.
Is that a billet box?
No. It's the Druga Narada.
Narada?
I want to call it Nada, but it's not Narada.
Narada.
Reviews coming
Okay.
up for that next week, Tom, so you can have a look at it. This has got the rebuildable deck in it.
Can you take away the
Cheers,
pain but leave the
Stallman.
swelling? No, you can't take away the pain and leave the swelling.
Well, I've just done a quick bit of Google Foo, and I'll give one thing for scorpions. They've got some awesome names.
Hmm.
So the Death Stalker,
Oh,
the
Death
Alerius quinquestratus,
hmm.
is a species of scorpion, a member of the Buthaid family, also known as the Palestine yellow scorpion, the Omdurman scorpion, or the Naqab desert scorpion, by many other colloquial names. And the venom in it has got chlorotoxin, caribtoxin, skeletoxin, agitoxins. Most dangerous species of scorpion, its venom is a powerful mixture of neurotoxins with a low lethal dose. While the sting from the scorpion is extraordinarily painful, it normally would not kill a healthy adult human. However, young children, elderly or infirm, such as those with a heart condition or those who are allergic. Sorry, if I got stung by that little sod, I'm sure that it would cause sphincter palpitations of a possibly lethal level.
You're not
cause-
kidding.
The cause of death is usually a pulmonary edema. Well, what a nice thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then there's
Why do
some
people
who's
keep scorpions?
there's some that are, what is it called? It's some sort of toxin. I can't remember.
Does any of you lot know when the release date for the RBA deck is for the Aegis Boost? Because I don't.
No, I don't.
RBA Aegis Boost.
Yeah, the RBA section.
I haven't seen it. Yeah, no.
So have a look.
Lardy Bart passed.
Interesting.
Hemotoxin. That's the one. That's the one, Abby.
Hemotoxin.
Hemotoxin. That's a blood toxin. It's
Yeah, well,
it's
hemo's
horrible,
your
horrible
blood,
stuff.
isn't it?
You'll bleed from your pores.
Yeah, hemo.
Right, at the minute, eSig Warehouse, which I have never used before, and to be honest, I've never heard of them, have the Geek Vape Aegis Boost RBA pod cartridge on pre-order. It doesn't give a date, unfortunately, but that's the only mention I have seen. It's an interesting looking little beast, though. No, that's all I can find. Sorry, guys.
Swaggins disease.
Swaggins disease. Hemotoxin, Swaggins disease. That's funny. That makes total sense, though, considering he's very, very hemo.
Well, we're coming up to 20 past the hour. So,
Already?
Chrissy, baby, what have you got coming up this week?
Well, soon I should have a package in the mail for some juice to review. So I can't wait for that. I actually have to do a couple of reviews for the Unicorn and Odium. I promised the owner of the company I would definitely get on that. So it looks like I might be getting back into doing the review videos. Which I'm kind of excited for. It's been a while since I've been into it. And so I'm looking forward to getting behind the camera again. Not looking forward to editing again, but is what it is. It comes with the territory, right?
I love editing.
What's that?
I love editing. It's my
I can't
favorite
stand
bit.
that. I can do the camera. I can do in front of the camera. I can't. Editing just turns me off big time. Other than that, I don't know. My mornings have been kind of a toss-up as whether or not I'm going to do the Twitch stream or not. Half the time I'll do it. The other half the time I'm actually on another live stream in the mornings with another buddy of mine. You guys might know him. He goes by Truckin' Vapes.
I mean, if you're tossing it off in the morning, it's no wonder why that you can't do your reviews.
I know. Well, I need time to wake up, and that's my wake-up time. I have my coffee, sit and chill and talk with them, because it's like early morning for me.
Extra creamer.
Yeah.
Extra creamer.
So, Stevie, baby, what you got coming up this week?
I'm so looking forward to Sunday. Tales from the Ohm. We have the live review of another of the wonderful vape punks.
Which one are we doing?
The Trapple, I believe.
Are we going to be doing the Trapple?
I am so looking forward to that.
Yes, Bill. Yes, I can't wait. We're going to do our punky special, our Squirk punks.
Indeed. Well, I'm sorry. I tried desperately to get a written review for the lime fruit on Tuesday, but me being a muppet pressed the wrong button and I lost the damn lot. And I haven't had a chance to get back round to it yet. So, Jenny, don't spoil it because I've been good. I've not even touched it.
No, I have not
That's
even
what she
touched it.
said. That's what she said.
I am looking forward to
I got my wasp
immersing
nano.
myself.
It's coiled up but not wicked up already. Me.
Oh, I shall be using the goat. So
I like when I'm doing me juice reviews. I like using either the wasp
Wasp
nano or my
Nano.
gorge, and
You
I've
get a
got that on my
good flavor.
Coolfire Ultra. I'm going to use
You get
that.
really good flavor from the Wasp Nano. It gives you a good gauge of the juice that you're using.
It's funny
I
because
would-
I was talking on my review of the last of the Cool Air range about, because obviously I'm not doing full blown juice reviews like we were originally, but what I'm planning on doing is something that me and Rev were talking about. Not only do a juice instead of like several juices, but do the actual juice on an RDA and a pod system. And now I've got this,
great idea.
I'm going to start, because obviously what with the RDA side of it, you can cover with like SoulOhm tanks, and you know roughly what you're going to get, but you don't know if it's going to be any good in a pod. And I thought, well, obviously, what me having this and it's got a rebuildable deck, then I can try it out that way. That's the idea.
I think it's a cracking idea because, I mean, depending on what you use, definitely affects the flavour profile. I've tried the Vape Punks Lime Fruit, not only in the goat, but also on the drop and in an RTA. And I can happily report it's as good in all three.
Well, I've got the Bakewell Tart that we reviewed last Sunday. I've now got that in this, and I can say on the rebuildable deck, it's holding up very well now. This is a 70 VG, this, and it's wicking lovely, and the flavour is there as well.
Excellent.
I can't believe we went the whole show and didn't do our buffets.
Yeah.
Nah, we don't. It's
Don't need
up
to.
us.
Has it really changed? Has it really changed all that much from last week? I'll tell you what, mine haven't changed. So
Mine has a little bit.
Mine has.
Yeah.
yeah, but you actually do reviews, so
Oh, yeah.
No, I've been out and bought a goat, so it's very nice.
What are you calling it?
Daisy.
Daisy. Daisy the
Daisy.
goat.
Yeah, and if she plays me up, she's going in a curry. First sign of a leak, boom.
Rev says you'll reach more vapours than you would at 50 watts on a wasp. I think so, yeah. I think because the popularity, I mean, let's face it, there is a big popularity now with pods. We can't get away from it. And I think people need to know, well, right, I'm going to buy that juice, but I vape pods. And pods are a big difference to RDAs. Whereas an RDA, you can blend that into like an RTA, you know, roughly you're going to get similar kind of flavours. But an actual...
You ain't kidding, dude. Curried goat, dirty
Curry.
rice, and a nice bit of flatbread with it. Oh, to die for.
Well, what have I got coming up next week? Obviously, like I've just been saying, I've got the Narada coming up, and I've also got the two. I'm going to do a joint review. You can all say yay or nay on this one. Let me know now, because I was going to do... It's the Magma. I've got the Magma Mate, which is the new product, but I've also got the original Magma. Now, there's really not much difference between the two devices besides what they're made from. The actual menu system and the board that's in them are identical, and they're virtually identical mods, to be honest with you. Just the difference is what they're made from. This is a metal, and obviously this is a plastic. So what I was thought about doing was actually joining them two together and make one video. What do you think?
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. I love it. Honestly, before you even watch the review, absolutely love a pair of them. I'm not too keen on the colour, I must admit.
I like that colour.
Yeah.
I think that's a cracking little mod.
Oh, I love it. The pair of them, but Anyway, that's what's coming up on SoulOhm next week.
Excellent.
And then obviously the live show on Sunday and the live show on Thursday again. I tell you one thing, guys, we're coming closer and ever closer to Christmas.
Yeah, we are. We are. Too close.
Dum.
Just to let you all know that the Ohm Service live is Boxing Day. Just thought I'd let you know that Thursday's Boxing Day. So we'll have to discuss if we're doing anything.
Yeah. Well, you know, we don't have Boxing Day, so I'll be around anyways.
Yeah, hopefully I
James
do
Bond's
avoid
on.
the SoulOhms at blooming Christmas. You're not kidding. I've had nearly 3 months of being ill. And my wife has as well. We've been really poorly, so... Yes.
Bless him.
Right. I think that's about it for our hour and a half. Steve, do you want to say your taras?
Everybody that's joined us tonight, thank you. Chat's been absolutely brilliant. Jenny, I think you succeeded, kid. Right.
Jenny, we're definitely not giving up.
Not the wife I like her. Iris, thank you. It's been a giggle. Everybody that's turned up, thank you so much. Without you, there's no point us doing this.
Absolutely.
And it is like having a little extended family on a Thursday.
Oh, it's lovely.
And a Sunday, it's fantastic. Really enjoy it. Always do. So, I'll hand it over to Chris.
Peace, guys. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you guys tuning in with us and being a part of the show. Thank you to all the Spanners for doing your due diligence. And Jenny, behave. So yeah, guys, please do remember that no matter how dark or dim your days might be, no matter what happens during the course of your day that might be a little less than positive, please remember that you're the master of your own destiny. You're the one in this world that can pick and choose how positive and negative your days will ever be. So remember to keep the positivity high, keep the smile on your face, and let that negative brush off your shoulders. You guys forgot again. I was hoping you were going to miss it, but
No,
hey.
we didn't.
No, I can't talk. I got to behave too. So that's what I've got, guys. Thank you again, Mark and Steve, for such a great show. It was good. Mark, take it away.
Take it away. Obviously, I'm going to be the elf.
No, because I know which fat lad will end up being Santa. No.
Yeah, but you could be...
I was going to say, Steve could be Santa.
You could be Satan instead.
Yes, I love that vid.
That video was awesome. If anyone hasn't seen it, pop over to... did you put it on the Ohm Service or Tails?
I don't think I have, but I will do.
Yeah. Steve found a video from... is it Patrick Stewart that narrates it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a lovely little story about this little girl that she's supposed to send a letter to Santa, but it goes to Satan. I'll say no more. It's worth a watch. It's only about 10 minutes long, something daft like that. Lovely. It's such a lovely Christmassy, but naughty. But nice.
No, I cannot be Mrs. Claus. I am not.
Right, guys, I want to give a big shout out to BFG. Lethal, thank you so much for a lovely... I love my Thursdays, I really do. Guys in chat, Spanners, thank you for looking after. And guys in chat in general, thank you for joining us. Extended family. It's just like being round at pub, we had the beer, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
It's just, that's how it is. It's just like a gang of us. We're just sat around having a couple of beers, chewing fat, and I love it to pieces. Right, I'm going to wrap this one up. Again, thank you. Don't forget to catch Tales from the Ohm live on Sunday at 2 p.m. That's roughly about 9 a.m. your time, isn't it, Lethal?
I will remember this time. And I will not go live at the same time.
So, from me, from Chris, from Steve, I bid you farewell. See you on Sunday.
Good evening.
Bye.
Bye.
The
Also, Jenny.
video's now up in both the groups.
Awesome.
Jenny Sims, I would smell anything for you.
That just made you sound desperate.
No. She asked me if the cloth smelled like chloroform.
Yeah, desperate.
Hold it a little closer.
Gaily!